Hey guys, Desolator Magic here. Want to hear about some more crap that Wizards is releasing? Me neither, but keep watching because I need the ad revenues. Hey, you know, from the vault, like the last really highly liked by the customer base product? Just take a guess. Take a guess where I'm going with this. Guess what they did with it. Freaking gone. All right, it's gone. Kiss it goodbye. Bye-bye from the vault. We'll miss you. Some of them were great, some of them were crap, but I liked it. And it was so limited, and it was only sent to stores except for all the fake stores that they refused to kick out of the WPN system. And it was such a limited print run that, like, what was the MSRP? Like $35, I think it was. You could get it for that if you were extremely lucky, and then just like throw it on eBay for like $110. Like if it was like a really good one, like a really highly collectible one, like not even high value cards necessarily, because people truly and sincerely did not tend to actually play with these cards. Now, some people did. It's just if cards were going to go in a collection and that's it, this would be the product that I would say, yes, the most. So they killed it. They got rid of it. From the Vault is gone. Bye-bye From the Vault. Didn't even know the last one was the last one, but it is, or was. And guess what, guys? Good news. It's back. From the Vault is back. That was fast, except it's some crappy version of it that has a more narrow spell selection. Yay! What the actual hell were they thinking on this one? This blows my mind. Let me try to save this for them. The new MSRP is $19.99. That is it for the good news. All right, ready for this? It's called the Signature Spellbook. That's actually like a really cool name if you ask me. Like Signature Spellbook just like sounds cool. Getting rid of FTV though, nothing sounds cool about that, all right? Well, since Wizards can't get enough of Jace's new SJW, I'm sensitive, I'm damaged, let's hug it out, frickin' SJW, I'm actually fat and I've been lying with illusions this whole time. I am not kidding, that it was stated in the story. He stated in no uncertain terms, in pretty uncertain terms, that he uses illusions to make himself look more fit than he actually is. So Jace could be 400 pounds for all we know. Oh my god, this is the third one. Somebody get me out of here. Okay, this like announcement article, I kid you not, I have not even scrolled down yet because at this point, I don't even want to know if there's like more on top of this because they're really piling it on and I'm not sure I can take it. All right, what are they saying about this? Signature Spellbook, Jace. Cool. Is a spiritual successor to the From the Vault series. That is the most polite way to say we're killing the From the Vault series. Hope you didn't like it. Just kidding, we know you did. But with the signature twist, that doesn't really mean anything to me or in general. Each signature spellbook is themed around a planeswalker and the spells that define who they are. Jace Beleren, which is the correct way to pronounce that, by the way. Or is it? Oh, now I'm confused. Is it Beleren or Beleren? I think it's Beleren. Anyway, JCB boy, fresh off of having his memory restored on Ixalan, his full memory, by the way, not just recent events, whatever, read the story, has plenty in his arsenal. I mean, yeah, like Jace's Phantasm, I'm sure that'll be in there. Just type the word Jace into the Gatherer and you get more than 9 cards. Oh, FYI, the set has 9 cards in it instead of 15. FTV was 15. I read ahead a little bit. Let's see. Each signature spellbook will contain 1 premium foil. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? 1 premium foil and 8 cards, which really strongly implies that the other 8 cards aren't going to be foil. Okay, here's the thing. I'm split on this because if I want like archive quality, mint condition, amazing artwork, just beautiful, perfect cards that I'm going to cherish forever and never play, I kind of don't want them to be foils because they're going to bend. My Armageddon looks like it's been through an Armageddon. But then again, I mean, what's the most collectible, the most sought after, and the most expensive? Foil. And also, they make sure, they even said this, they make sure that the foil looks amazing. Last I heard, they actually use a different printing method, if not a different foiling method for these cards. I don't think they even use the same paper. Like, that was a rumor going around for a while. And one or all of them is true, because I don't know if you guys have ever held an FTV card, but they are like different. They're just, they're like maybe a little bit heavier, a little bit stiffer, a little bit just weirder. They feel different. They look different. The way that the foil comes through with the light and stuff is different. I think the ink is different. It's just, it's really a unique, interesting, different, special Magic card. So screw all that noise. You're getting one premium foil, and it's going to be the Planeswalker themselves, I would assume. It actually doesn't say that. And 8 cards that fit with the Planeswalker's identity. I can only imagine what fresh hell that'll be, because his identity right now is SJW. Oh, I'm so injured and damaged. I have PTSD. I have anxiety. That is such a frickin' SJW mascot. Jace is such a little bitch right now. This is just pathetic. You know who I want? Signature Spellbook and Grath, and instead of real cards, it's just insults that he said in the storyline. Woo woo! I'm taking the first train out of this crap plane. Bye, everybody. Screw you and your stupid little dinosaurs. He didn't actually say that. I'm just paraphrasing. It was something similar to that. Angrath was the greatest thing to happen to Magic ever. So the cool thing is, okay, MSRP in $19.99. All right, I mean, whatever. Applies to the United States only, by the way. And you can get your hands on them, which is ironic because usually you can't get your hands on them, starting June 15th, 2018, in English only. Oh, you wanted a different language? Can't be bothered. You know what that sounds like? An awful lot of work. You want some nice quality collectibles for your collection? Learn English, bitch. So if you click on the product page, you get not much. It just says outwit your opponent with this dazzling collection of iconic spells featuring Jace Beleriand, which, you know, probably counter spells and spells with his name on it, or spells with him in the artwork, or spells that were involved in what he did in the story. Probably gonna get that, like, that X Syncopate clone. I think that was one. Jace's Phantasm would be really weird if they didn't put that in. The question is, will they put in the Mind Sculptor for an MSRP of $19.99? I'm going to say probably not, but will we see the return of emo punk rocker M14 Jace, who honestly looks like the lead singer of, I don't even remember, some band. Let's be honest, every band. But like, I actually meant Green Day, by the way. Here's the thing, okay? The availability of these FTVs is terrible. Most LGSs that I've heard of will give them away on like a lottery system. By give them away, I mean sell them. Like they'll say everybody who's interested in buying it, put, you know, a slip in the thing, and we only got like 8 of them. Like legit, that's the numbers some LGSs got, was like 8, and it depends on the gateway level. I'm sure I could look up what those allocations were, but just, I don't think anybody got more than like 24 of them without cheating the system or pretending they have multiple stores or pretending that their 3 locations are really 3 different businesses and just all these other shenanigans that they get up to. I could name names. I know of some stores that do that. But anyway, like you could buy it for MSRP if they pick your name. And that was a fair way to do it, because like everybody who's interested, okay, we'll be fair and just equal odds, you know, instead of a bidding war. Other LGSs, I could name one for sure. Take a guess, everybody will just be like, they're MSRP $34.99. We are under no obligation to sell it for that. They're going for $100 online. We'll sell them in store for $70. Which, if you think about it, it's like, who could really complain about that? Like, oh, you're selling it for above MSRP. They're selling it for still less than it's worth, and you literally cannot get it anywhere else cheaper. I mean, while it's kind of a dick move, it was probably the most, like, controversial, polarizing thing that it can happen in the Magic world, is pricing FTV higher, which is, you know, most LGSs don't want to catch the flack for it, so they just sold it for $34.99. Just, it's not worth, if you got 8 of them and you're going to make a $30 difference, it's just not worth it. It's not worth $240 to them. Oh, and others will lie to their customers, say that they got 0, then sell them all on eBay. Oh, and I've heard of people just outright giving away, like, hey, whoever wins F&M gets 1 for free. Like, that's some crazy crap right there. That's going hard. I mean, you got to respect that. But the general point of this is they were very hard to get. So if they keep these at the same print volume, it's going to be rough. Now, will they, though? Because they didn't comment on that at all. This could be like Plane Chase Anthology, where it's just like print to demand, and however many get sold. And if you need more, we'll send you more. You know, something kind of like that. I'm not 100% sure that product was printed that way. It's just an example. It's just like, oh, here's a side product. We're going to send you enough. Try to sell it. You know, something like that. I mean, will it even be WPN only? We don't know. Will it be 100% allocation with 0 manual orders, which is how FTV was? No idea. I mean, would it be nicer if they printed it at 5 times the print volume as FTV? Well, especially since it's almost half the price. You almost have to print more just because the demand went up. Like, you just put the product into more people's price range. But, you know, I really like collectibles. I like sets that don't cost a fortune, which would be this product. I like Jace to an extent, although I don't like what Wizards doing with him recently. I like playing blue, and I like counter spells. So I want this, and so now you know what you should do with the I want this of your customers' Wizards is make it so that we can get it. So here's a thought: print enough of it this time. And I get the whole exclusive, it's very limited print run. Like when they say that like EMA is limited, and then they wait 3 months and release more of it. That's not my idea of limited. And they literally called that a limited print run. Everything's a limited print run. It's limited by how many times Wizards hits Control P and enter. I assume that's not how they actually do it, but you get the idea. No, they were like really vague about this, but I guess from everything I put together, because they kept using really strange wording, this is the only one they're releasing for now. So it'll probably be like an annual thing, just like FTV. And the next one will be a different Planeswalker is what I'm thinking. And honestly, let me logically extrapolate this. Who do I think will be on the next one? I'll say a black lesbian woman in a wheelchair who's also morbidly obese and suffers from anxiety. That's my best guess for the Planeswalker that they're going to feature by 2019. Just kidding. They don't give a shit about people with disabilities. I mean, at this point with them, it's like, you gay? You good. Okay, we'll put you on a card. Oh, you walk around with a limp and a cane? Get the hell out of my game. Name one card with a disabled person on it. I'm not going to wait. Maybe that's too 80s. That's like too pandering. That would be like, oh, this Planeswalker also has AIDS, but they're learning to live with it. Like if you had an ad on TV in the 80s, it literally had to have one Asian person, one black person, one woman, one white male because they weren't, kicking them out yet, and like a dude in a wheelchair. Wizards is like, oh, what's the most lefty progressive thing? Oh, we're going to do that because then we could pat ourselves on the back because we live in Seattle. Anyway, mini rant over. Are you going to try to buy Signature Spellbook Jace? And would you prefer it to be like super elite? Oh boy, I got one. How exciting. Yay, I earned it. A random lottery. Woo. Or would you rather just walk in and hand them a 20 and get it? State and local taxes may apply. I'm just going to straight up buy it if I can. It sounds cool, and blue's awesome and Jace is cool. So it is what it is. This actually is the least stupid product. It's just, here's my beef with this versus From the Vault, okay? It has to be Jace and Jace related cards. And also they dropped the foiling, so don't forget that. Like, how stupidly narrow is that? I mean, like, they completely dropped the ball in Annihilation. That was supposed to be big explosions, board wipes, just woo, big powerful magic. And then they avoided putting anything anybody gave a crap about. That set should have had Damnation in it. That is like, there's no other side to that argument. Famous explosions and board wipes. What comes to mind? The most expensive one. I mean, at least they put Supreme Verdict in it, but damn. You can literally buy that for under $40 on eBay right now, sealed. If you want From the Vault Angels, $80-$90 right now, that's the going price. I mean, can't really find it a whole lot cheaper than that. From the Vault lore, not spectacular, but still sought after. It's $55-$60. From the Vault Transform, about $70. You go way back and they're even worse. I mean, they ain't cheap. So usually they put very heavily sought after, very like commonly played cards in there. But if you're like, oh, Liliana related cards, what would that even be? Like what valuable other 8 cards would you even choose? Like Liliana would either have to have used the spell, be referenced in the flavor text, be in the artwork, or like something like that, I would assume. So it is cool that they dropped the price because it is clearly like a very slightly worse product from a value standpoint, from a number of cards you get standpoint, and from a they're not foil anymore standpoint. But I mean, I'm almost worried that it's $19.99 MSRP because then they like can't put a $10 card in it, or like 2 or 3 $10 cards, or people will just like attack it, just disassemble it. They never were supposed to be functional playable reprint sets. That was never the point. They didn't have the numbers for it. Nobody's like, oh cool, a reprint of, the Supreme Verdict. Cool, I'll play with it. No, it's just a collector's thing. So if they put in a $15 card, a $20 card, a $25 card, now we have a problem because people are just going to open it and be like, cool, eBay, put it into the supplies, singles market. I'm going to actually like put this in my deck because now I can get the card for effectively $20. And people would like, if it's non-allocation, non-WPN, buy up 1,000 of them, open them, and then they'd sell it. Well, and then you could get it from the distributor for like $10 to $11. It just, they can't put value in it. And if they're completely valueless, does that help it or does that hurt it? Because if they're valueless, it's like, cool, I don't feel obligated to like play with this. Like, oh, I have the card. Oh, but it's the special one. I don't want to mess with that. And then you have to buy like another copy to actually put it in your commander deck. But if they're valuable, like it's a popular product that people want to buy, but is that even the point? So I guess it'll come down to how much of a print volume are they going to send out? That will indicate whether it's a good idea or a bad idea to put value in it. Because if you know that you're printing it so short that on the open market it's going to be $70 anyway, then you might as well put a whole bunch of $15 cards in it. I mean, whatever. Unfortunately, that would do nothing but help the fake WPN locations that just take them all and put them straight up on eBay. So whatever, it's a very complicated product, and I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens when it comes out. But what are your thoughts on it? What's your first impression besides all the drama and the math and supply and the like scalpers and the secondary market, like all the drama, just the product, does it look cool and do you want it? Yes, I'm asking you that without even seeing the packaging and knowing none of the cards in it. I don't even know. They put Jace on it. It's $20. I'll buy it. That's as far as I'm going. I'll see you guys next video.